Us again today. Good morning. It is Art City Now on air. Well, guess what? Almost halfway through this month. It is January 15th. Time now is 6:06. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust, 855-282-8255. Ready to rock and roll as we always do. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Well, Missouri got a big win last night. They put down Auburn, which was good. SLU had a good basketball win. Some of those things that are going on. Love it when you guys talk to us. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. All kinds of things that we're talking about, as you know, those things are for you. We talk about it. St. Louis, other national headlines, making news. And of course, we love it when you guys jump in the show and let us know what's happening in your world. It's that first to second week of January where, believe it, there's just not a ton going on. There isn't. If you guys know something, you let us know. You tell me. We'll go from there. The McDonald's CEO says there's 3 trends that reign supreme in 2026 when it comes to food, when it comes to what people are wanting, and it may shock you. It's like they spend all this money to get you to spend money, and it's like, really? That's what we want? That's what we're going to look at? I also saw the new show coming up on Prime. It's really interesting. Producer Ryan and I were talking about what people want in video and TV, and it's not a dig on anything, but it's like, local news. The ratings have crashed over the years. People are watching things, listening to things, and taking content at different times. I mean, I look at a guy like Mr. Beast. I mean, that dude came from nowhere. And are you familiar with Mr. Beast? You have to be.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And he's got the Beast games coming now on Prime as well.
Mr. Beast burger before as well.
I don't even know what that is.
It's his burger joint place.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's not really like a burger joint. It's like he uses different restaurants and gives them his menu and they make it. So like if you're on DoorDash and you see Mr. Beast burger, it's like out of a different restaurant.
I don't even know what that means. I'll have to check it out.
You got to check it out. It's weird, but it's like, so basically they have a home restaurant. Like the restaurant that you go to or the DoorDasher picks up your food is not the Mr. Beast burger, but the cooks in there make the Mr. Beast burger foods and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I was also at the SLU game last night as well. It was a really fun game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with SLU, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's not their fault they play in the conference that they play in.
True.
But their conference is arguably one of the worst in America. It is. It's one of the worst. And I'm just being honest and fair. But I mean, we want the Billikens to do well. And I'm grateful because we need to get them back in the tournament. Mm-hmm. And they have a lot of talent on their team.
Yeah. But the thing is, talent doesn't really, just because you're playing not that good talent, not that well of talent, your talent still is going to show if you play correctly. And the way I see those guys play, like, they don't shoot that many ill-advised shots. They're all open shots. They're swinging the ball.
That's called Josh Scher's offense.
Yeah, like Kellen Thames, like that guy's a high motor athlete. Like he is super good.
Well, I mean, and he is good, and he also, I mean, he had a good night last night too.
Off the bench again, of course.
Well, they're using him off the bench, and I guess he's fine with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why, but yeah, he's really good.
I don't even know what the reasons are, but I mean, he had 16 points and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, he's really good.
I mean, he led all scores.
Yeah.
The microwave, come off the bench, heat things up real fast and get back.
That's what who was it? Bob Ramsey said this yesterday. He doesn't let the game come to him. He just comes in and he just does something. If it's a steal, if it's a block, if it's a cut back door, it's a dunk, back scratcher. He's dang near touching his butt on a dunk. Like, it's insane, man.
Well, that was his game at Pattonville.
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, SLU, I mean, once again, I said this yesterday. My son told me over the weekend he thinks SLU's only going to lose one game.
Yeah,
and that's an incredible thing to say. It's like we just assume SLU's going to win their conference tournament, and then go to the tournament like 31-1 or something.
Yeah,
but that they're going to be favored in every single game they play.
Yep.
From here on out, they're favored in every single game. Now I know being favored doesn't win the game, but it just goes to show it's a solid team that doesn't beat themselves.
Exactly. You're not gonna have a night where they shoot 50% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have those. I've only watched them the first
A la
couple times, and
Mizzou.
I'm like, yeah, these guys don't look like they missed.
No, that's good.
I did see a couple missed dunks yesterday though, which kind of concerned me. But I'm like, these guys look like they're just playing with Fordham. I feel like I could be on
Miss Dunks, what with it? Slew?
Yeah, but they were trying to just bang out the whole game. Like they were catching lobs. Kellen Thames was dunking. The number 4 guy was dunking. I forgot his name. I don't want to say his name wrong, but
I know who you're talking about.
Everybody was dunking. I was like, okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we cover all the things here in the St. Louis area. A lot of sports things are going on. Just you guys jumping in the show from that standpoint. The Blues get back to action tomorrow night. That'll be good. Another home game before they hit the road for 3 games. And then, of course, anything and everything else that's coming down the line when it comes to our stuff. I'm kind of hungry this morning. Did you know they did a who was it? Food Network here. Best fast food tacos. I'm not a big fast food taco guy. I never have been.
Yeah,
Sorry, even at Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'm a Taco Bell guy. Back when I was eating bad, I was a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Taco Bell guy.
Have you ever heard of the crispy taco at Burger King? The crispy taco at Burger King comes in at 16. I'd never
Who's
even
eating tacos at Burger King.
That exactly. That's my point.
Like, come on, man.
The double decker taco at Taco Bell.
The double decker.
Yeah, what it is you have a soft, so you have a soft taco like shell, the soft tortilla.
Oh yeah.
Then you have like refried beans.
Oh, ew, no.
Then you have the regular taco inside of that.
We don't eat Taco Bell beans. No.
I don't know. How about you gonna go to Carl's Jr. and get a crunchy beef taco?
No, man.
They came in at 14.
No, that's like going to Arby's and they have like pasta.
Back in the day, I downed some Jack in the Box tacos.
Oh, I love
Jack in the Box, only coming in at number 12.
I love Jack. Wait, do they have the mini tacos up there too?
I don't know. I didn't see it yet.
Okay.
11, the soft pork carnitas taco. What taco time? This is a national study. Of course, Del Taco. Loved Del Taco. They had the beer battered fish taco at Del Taco. I know, coming in at 10. How about Taco Bueno? The beef muchacho at Taco Bueno.
That just sound fire.
It did. I've had this before. My son loves these. The grilled steak taco at Qdoba Mexican Eats.
I've never had it, but I know Qdoba got fired and stuff. I had Qdoba, I think, 2 days ago.
Grilled chicken taco at Del Taco. Del Taco coming in at number 2. How about the breakfast taco at Taco Cabana? I don't even think there's a Taco Cabana in the area. That was the breakfast taco at number 5. By the way, I heard the best Mexican food, and it was poll was by a place in Manchester. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I did it on the show before I'd moved into here. Number 3, the wild caught mahi mahi taco at Rubio's Coastal Grill.
I don't know what that is.
We don't have any coastal grills in landlocked Missouri. That's
mahi mahi. That just sound fire.
Number 2, the crunchy taco at Taco Bell.
Respect.
Yeah, coming in it. Now I would have put that number 1.
You got to put the Doritos up.
They're going to probably put a soft taco number 1. Let's go check. I don't know it because it's behind a page. So here you go. Number 1, called the Overachiever Taco at Moe's Southwest Grill. We'll go back to the crunchy taco as the number 1 taco. There you go.
Don't even put the mini tacos at Jack in the Box either.
I like polls. I like the list. That one, not so sure about. But whatever it is, I'm trying to think of a place that I pulled over and had tacos at that I absolutely loved. It is at 364 and Highway K in St. Charles County. It's orange on the outside. I cannot remember the name of it, but I had something. I was like, damn, that's pretty darn good. I think I like it. I could do more of those. Let's go back. But anyway, let us know your favorite taco places in the St. Louis area, if you have any. And of course, we'll share those. You can jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Talk things over X, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, you can always listen to us. We're here 5:90 a.m. If you want to give us a call, you can do that too. The phone number 855-282-8255. Once again, that is 855-282-8255. 8255. And of course, we get some of those information, those stories, local, national. We cover it all. Did you hear John Harbaugh, who was recently fired from the Ravens, is probably going to be the Giants, the New York Giants' new head football coach?
That makes sense. They already have a QB.
Yeah.
They have a running back right now.
Well, we'll see. I mean, how he comes back from his knee injury.
Right now.
I mean, there's never any guarantee from that standpoint. But that could be very interesting. With their first, I mean, Jordan Love would be an interesting pick there, but I don't know if they want to go with a guy like that with their first pick when they need a line. Because Jordan Love is, at least before they go to the combine, at least now I've been told he's a first-round guy.
Jordan Love?
I mean, not Jordan Love. Notre Dame back.
Oh, man, how is he? That's bad. Jeremiah Smith. I mean,
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, sorry, Jeremiah.
Apologize.
So he's out there. But anyway, and a St. Louis guy, which is why we bring that up too, which would be 100% a good pick. And everybody seems to like him. I don't know. Those things are out there. But anyway, when it comes to watching TV and taking in news and things, and it's been a trend for quite a while now. And it's not a knock. It is what it is. People don't watch local news. Do you watch local news still? And I've noticed people that are like 40, maybe 40, 45 and older still may watch local news, catch it here and there. But people under aren't. Do you sit down and like watch local news?
No.
Do you know anybody that watches local news?
I heard somebody just do it like a couple of dadays ago.
I heard somebody.
Kevin Boone, though.
I heard somebody did it the other day. They actually tried to watch some local news.
That was Kevin Boone, though. That's like an OG. That's like Charlie's people. It's like an OG in this journalism. So,
I don't even know how old that guy is.
Yeah, but pretty up there. But OG. He watched the news. Oh, my grandmother watches the news still, but she watches like MSNBC and like the
No, I get it.
What do I call it? Like the hot news that the politics and everybody watches, I think.
Well, it's changed over the years, unfortunately. And, people are watching, people's intake for content is so much different. So much different. Advertisers have gone away from what they used to do when it came to local news. And national news has been dying even before local news. There was the latest, there's even more of a ratings drop, just huge for national news. And CBS News had a new guy on, Tony Doku Pills. I mean, Deadline reported some ratings, and the new guy for CBS, down 23% from last year. That's key. And the key adult demo is 25 to 54 age. That's the number we were always told. I mean, all the news stations are just dropping. National news, local news. I guess there's a spot, don't you? I think there's a spot for local news, maybe for weather and maybe for some local sports to get in. But even with local sports, like what we do at STL Sports Central blows away what I see done on local news.
Exactly.
It's not, everything has just changed. It's the money was taken away. The situations were taken away. Time, it's
different. I kind of know, because especially it's like my age group getting into it. I kind of know where it's trending because I do a lot of research, but at the same time, it's like totally different from what I.
You're talking about sports?
No, not even just sports, just media in general, but like sports exactly too. Like I've seen how it's changed from the big time journalists getting the nod to going more into like athletes, but now it's going back into athletes mixing with the journalists because the athletes don't really watch the games and they don't really talk about anything. If you get what I'm saying, like, so it's just changing, it's weird.
No, I do know. It's just, there's not as many people, and it's been a continuing trend for about 20 years. It just, there's not and the reason that kind of sparked the conversation, I was curious if People still get into it. They still watch news. How their feelings are with that, because I just continue to see it fading and fading, and we continue to get more and more just downward numbers when it comes to the national side of news as well. Now, Fox News, and I'm not getting political here, but they dominate everything, dominate all hours of the day. They do incredibly well. Outside of that, nobody's doing well. That's it right there. That's it. Even ESPN, and it just goes to show how we all watch and how we take in content. ESPN's number, I mean, literally they're hemorrhaging from the amount of money that they put out. ESPN does not do well. They change content, their shows. They brought in a bunch of hosts over the years that aren't quality. I don't know if it had, but if you watch ESPN all day long, I wonder if any of it had to do. And listen, I'm fine with the NBA. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it almost seems like ESPN is like door to door basketball coverage.
Exactly.
And their ratings have dropped.
The ratings have dropped because LeBron is getting older. There's no figurehead. People don't like Shea because Shea is too good of just a basketball player. He's not like a figurehead. Like, they try to push Shea, but they can't push Shea because he's too cool. Like, he's literally too cool to be pushed. LeBron, you can humanize LeBron. You can kind of humanize Shea, but he's just too cool. Like,
and there's people that don't want to carry the torch
like
for the NBA. Yeah. Like,
they need Ant to somehow beat Shea to get somewhere. Shea, I mean, Ant is literally the savior of like ESPN.
I know it's very interesting though to see, but what people are watching, where you go to get your content, and so forth.
And it's different, you know. ESPN was growing when ESPN was big when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13 and stuff.
Yeah, not anymore.
And
they had massive layoffs and cuts just over a year ago.
I feel like when they started losing guys like Kellerman and Skip too, and Stephen A. Smith, I've heard he's a cool guy, but I've gone to NABJ like 2 times and he doesn't really talk to people. He comes in, does his first take show from there. And
should he be talking more to people, you think?
I think, man,
maybe. He makes a ton of money. He should be.
And it's like, when I see other guys that are very down to earth, like when I met David Aldridge, like
David's a class guy.
Like everybody, even people who've had
NBA basketball analyst, like, reporter.
I remember I came up to him like, man, I remember like watching you when I was like 8 years old on TV and playing the game, seeing you on 2K, and like you were one of like an inspiration to me. And he like actually talked to me. Like, I just feel like ESPN, they're trying to catch on to the young wave, but they just can't catch on to it because we know that we don't need to be on ESPN anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like why it's like local news has died. Radio, in some senses, is not what it used to be. You've got to continue to fight. That's why we do the podcasting aspect alongside of it.
Yeah, I feel like you have to do that now.
There are some radios. I mean, KMOX is getting destroyed over the years. They're nothing what they used to be. And I mean, I grew up on KMOX, and there was outstanding talent that work over there. I mean, some outstanding talent. But when you look at the ratings, it's just not there. The ad dollars aren't what they used to be.
You want to know why? Like, and I love talking about these types.
Are people just not watching news? Are they not listening? Where everybody's just watching YouTube now?
I'm telling you what it is. Like, this is why I love talking about these conversations. It's literally because it's so
and I get your perspective too, because there's a lot of distance between the two of us, and when it comes to age.
It's literally, I'm not watching the news when I know that he's sitting up there and he can't really say how he feels. He has to keep that like.
No, but that's called being a journalist.
That's what I'm saying.
But see, you don't know the difference anymore, because you're like, you get infotainment, you give the news and you give your opinion. That's probably more exciting.
Exactly. People want to hear people's takes and not just the facts.
Oh man, I know.
But the thing is, what I call, like, especially with what I'm trying to do, I call on to all the journalists to still keep that ethics code, but just make it entertaining.
You do. You have to keep it that way. I mean, or it's all dead. Literally all dead. But the society's become where you just. I've got a friend. He's trying to put together a national news show. He's out of Detroit. I met him there when I was doing news there. And he's like, he still thinks there's this demand for news that's straight down the middle. And I'm like, maybe, but I don't see it anytime soon, bud. I don't. And he's looking at investing, millions and millions and millions of dollars in network. And I'm like, he was asking me for my opinion. I'm like, you may think that I'm being a jerk, but I'm like, take your money elsewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't see. Now, I think there's a way that it could be done. You could totally revolutionize local news, but they're so afraid of offending people. They could have podcasts all day long. I put it out there before. Hire me, pay me big money. Let's revamp. Let's do local news. And we'll do it with podcast stuff all throughout the day, shows, make it good, and not just, well, we can't offend anybody. We can't say this and we can't say that. And we have to be all stuffy and buttoned up because there's too many anchors and reporters that are like that. And they're afraid. And people get afraid. And then producers get afraid. And then you need leadership. And then there's no leadership. You've got to be willing to push the limit and do something new. You can't just do and keep the same model that you've had forever and expect success. It's not going to work. I did it for 26 years. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and that's how I say, if you've been doing something longer than me, something's going to change. And especially with how the world is now in social media, instead of I will put it into, I was just watching my friend's interview. He just interviewed one of the biggest news people of not just hip hop, of all music. And he was saying this, with social media now, a rapper or an artist could be big for 20 years, or somebody could do something for 20 years. But with now, it's literally that 5-year thing, and they have to go into something else, or because it's changing so quick.
What's changing?
Just people's attention spans are so slow.
Exactly. That's another, and that's our own fault. You're right.
That things are just changing quick. If I'll put it in perspective. Jay-Z was Jay-Z for 20 years, right? Jay-Z rapped. He was that, and now he's doing his own thing.
We're not going to see Jay-Z's anymore.
We're not going to see any Jay-Z anymore.
You're right.
Because with my generation, I don't know if anybody here knows this, but Lil Uzi Vert was one of the biggest people, right?
Hold on a second. Can you say that again for me?
Lil Uzi Vert.
I learn a lot from you. I do, right? But I just need to make sure. Lil Uzi Vert.
Yes, he's
I'll look him up.
He was one of the biggest artists of his time, right? Which was 16, 15 going into now.
Oh, that was so long ago.
Right? Keep in mind, right? It's so long ago.
I'm teasing.
But he can't even make the same type of numbers that he was making 3 years ago because of how it changed.
Well, that's what I love what we do here too, with the podcasting, live radio aspect at the same time.
Me too.
Works, and you're starting to see it around the place. And there's people who've done it super popular across the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about content and getting that content out there. Now, I credit local TV stations for trying to do some of those things. I credit KMOX for trying to do it. The Post, you got to adapt with the times, but I don't even think that it's working in a massive way. It's almost like you got to have some massive story to get people's attention, because I just don't see people intaking news like that, because people are more interested in content or YouTube or funny videos, or if they're watching news, it's more of a national news and it's the political side and it's very far right or it's very far left, and then you're caught up somewhere in the middle.
And you just gotta I've been looking at a lot of
but I'm just telling you, the radio, I still have friends that are in local news and say, Vic, it's dying, it's dead, local news, and that's a shame, because there should be a spot for that. I just feel like you could do it in a different way and make it real cutting edge and be able to talk about stories, and everybody gets we're going to get sued. And
exactly.
But I'm also there is another story though that I would have to tell you about.
Yeah.
People get threatened, and groups threaten TV stations and radio stations and sometimes newspapers if they don't do what they want, or we'll be at your place marching, or I'm trying to figure out how to say this without giving all the details and upsetting people. I was there when a group threatened to come march if they didn't do something, and they literally forced the TV station's hand making a decision. And it's just crazy.
And that's when people like me, I'm going live and I'm saying it. That's literally the difference. Though.
The only difference, everybody was so worried about being sued, and that's another problem when it came to public schools and covering public schools and knowing people in administration. And I absolutely have a soft spot in my heart for teachers, always have. because teachers go in and do this job. And then when the teachers go in, they have so many checks and balances, and the tough love has disappeared. I spoke with a teacher yesterday, former admin, who just said it's amazing how people can come in and just try to dictate, for example, TV media coverage, how people can come in and dictate how a school runs, how their child is disciplined. I grew up with tough love. You know, if something happened or if I got accused of something, my parents would be like, "What'd you do?" It's like, it's not like, "How my kid wouldn't do this."
You don't know what your kid's doing in 8 hours.
But you get that in news though too. Local news. I know that local news can be better, so much better.
People are afraid to use their First Amendment. Like,
well, they are because of being sued, but then sometimes that's not even there. It's just like, well, we don't say this or we don't cover this because we've never done that. Oh, we couldn't do that.
Exactly.
I mean,
you never did it, don't mean you can't.
But I was also told at one point in time, stop rocking the boat. Just collect your check and be happy. Pick your battles. And it's like, and there are people who just fly through life. And then as you see, the ship is sinking, but I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine before this ship sinks. And then I'm out. And that's an attitude that will not have or breed success of any kind.
Instead of fixing the small hole that was letting water in, they just say, you know what? Let's just go.
But where is media coverage? I mean, it's just, I don't feel as if, and if you look at ratings, people aren't watching news. They're not listening to tons of radio, which is why we try to be a little different with what we do. You cover everything. Is it just that people are all in, like we said, to YouTube? And where else are people taking information from? Pretty much everywhere. Netflix, movies, reels.
It's so dispersed that it's like
Instagram and TikTok.
So dispersed. It's totally different. Like
so many darn choices. I mean, it is. It's insane when you think about it.
I just want to know, like, the big numbers of all these, like, stations, not like stations around here, but like all like the big time, like I want to know what ESPN is making all together from each different platform and stuff like that. I just want to know one day. Like,
what do you mean from each platform?
Because each platform pays you. So, like, depending on how many followers you got, like, if you're on TikTok, you have to get 10K followers to be part of the creator fund.
Yeah.
Right. And then, like, on Instagram, I don't know about all that, but I know you got to have a certain amount of followers. You can boost your posts and do whatever. And then YouTube, they got that too once you get like monetized. So, like, I'm just trying to see how much money are they like making from each of this? Because I know, like, Gilbert Arenas' podcast, they lose money unless Underdog Fantasy puts it in.
What do you mean they lose money?
Like, they lose money, like, for the arena.
And by the way, doing podcasting, and while like everybody and their brother seems like they can have a podcast, just because you have a podcast doesn't mean it's going to be successful. Yeah, and then you have to get people who want to advertise and or sell products and things. And I get tons of calls on how to do it. And when I was doing a political show, we were having success at doing it. And we just felt it was kind of running its time with the content that we had at that point in time. It's not easy. It's not. So if people think it's like, yeah, I'm just going to get on and start talking in front of a camera and yeah, okay. And then you have to come up with consistent content that people actually want to consume and give you seconds of their day. It's like, hey, I'm going to do a podcast. That doesn't mean I want to watch it. Yeah. That doesn't mean you have anything worthwhile to talk about or provide for my life. That's for sure. You bring up ESPN. I mean, yeah, there's the sports content. They do the things. Even Gilbert Arenas, a former NBA player, you say that
his stuff is like, it's not dying, of course. He's the number one sports podcast in the world.
What? Gilbert Arenas?
Yeah, he's won it like 3 years in a row.
What does it mean to be number one?
He's won like these awards. Like, he has the most numbers. Like, his numbers are crazy. Like,
is it a daily show?
It was a daily show, and then Underdog said, no, we're gonna put the football show on for 2 days and then have you guys come on Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, that's because football is America's passion.
Exactly.
And you see the ratings.
And the football brings them more. The thing is, basketball guys like me, I don't bet like that. Guys who watch football not crazy. Guys who watch football more, they bet more.
Yeah.
It's just a trend. So Underdog knows that, and they're gonna put Skip Bayless in the front, put him in the middle of the week. So then you can just see football content. It makes sense.
No, it does. It makes sense. But here's the other thing. buddy, I told you, I've said it before and I'll say it again because we're talking about content and what people are watching and in the St. Louis area and what moves the needle for you. And, it's does local news move the needle for you? As sad as it is when people lose their lives and shootings and things, all the research told us people do not want to hear about it.
Yeah, nobody likes sad stuff. That's why when I build myself, I'm
But
thinking about all positivity.
but you know what though? Also from a positive standpoint, the same consultants came back and showed us when newscasts were mostly positive. Guess what?
It was
Even less
worse.
people watched.
Yeah, you gotta have
I mean,
something
it's
to
like
say.
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, you gotta have something. You have to have something that people want to be like, hey, he has a take that I like, or his takes are entertaining.
Yes, and no, and even then, and then you look at the St. Louis area, and is there news that's going on that people really like a large amount of people want to get into? You may find somebody, hey, I love those city council meetings, and they may get into the city council aspect of it. And then you find, and I love what we do here, our sister station, STLSportsCentral.com. Love it. They get good content, very, very, very good content. I love what we do here with luinfo.com of trying to have a different take, a different spin on some of the things that we do. And it's just scratching the surface of what can be done here, literally just scratching the surface. But in the St. Louis metropolitan area, I don't know where people are going and what they're really intaking, what gets the needle moving for them. To me, it was always in St. Louis, it was sports coverage.
Yeah,
When a
that's
big
what
weather event happens, people get excited about it.
you gotta realize though, we don't have that much business, not that big of a nightlife, so that goes into all that too. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's gone down a little bit. There's no doubt, a little bit.
nah,
It is. It's yeah. I love it here. I do. It's just a little bit different. Big small city, as we've talked about. But what got us onto that whole topic and subject was the fact that, um, like world news, the national news up covered ratings dying, taking a nosedive, continuing to take nosedives, just free fall. And from what I've been told, it's happening on the local news side as well. Unfortunately, is there a way to revamp it? I've always felt there is by doing it and having conversations like we have. And if they're listening to me, hire me. I'll revamp it for you. We'll revamp it. You've got to be able to have people who can have good conversations and be smart enough, but at the same to have those conversations and talk about some legitimate things that are happening in communities without being afraid that you're going to offend people. Because everybody's I mean, it's gotten less, but lots of people get offended in the year 2026 still. I think maybe less than a few years ago, but somebody's always going to be offended. Somebody's always going to be offended. Well, you have to listen to points you don't want to listen to. Sorry. And strong personalities would work too. So anyway, those things we talk about them can be better. This is Art City Now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. All things St. Louis, national stories making headlines here. Different concepts to talk about, like we were just doing. Bringing you whatever you guys want to talk about. You can always jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you can stream us live. We just try to keep it real, try to have some fun, talk about things that are mattering to St. Louis, topics that might move the needle for you. We don't know. We don't know what's ever going to work. We're not trying to act like we know what everybody wants to hear or partake in, but we appreciate it when you guys do jump in. You're a part of the show. Nobody ever does, but if you ever want to call, we do have a phone number. The phone number to call in is 855 282 8255. Once again, that's 855 282 8255. We are your Lou information station. We are live and on demand at luinfo.com. I learned another rapper today, thankfully, from my man.
I'm surprised your son doesn't talk about Lil Uzi Vert.
Well, he might, but
Yeah,
I just got to have. Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, I've got one. Yeah, the younger one. He's a senior in high school.
Yeah, he probably knows.
I guarantee he does. But it's interesting because his older brother, who's a junior at Mizzou, liked everything, rap, country, you name it. And I'm like, really? It's not like just one. And then his younger brother, who's a senior in high school, same thing. But if I get in his car with him and he's driving his playlist, I mean, he may have songs from like the 70s and 80s on, and then all of a sudden it'll hit a rap song, and I'm like, and then country, and I'm like, what the heck? He's kind of all over the place. And I know there's people that like music and it hits them all over, but I'm like, oh. So for me to bring up a rapper, he may not, I mean, like I'd have, what's the rapper's name again?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, he'll probably just look at me and smile like, what the hell are you talking about? Lil Uzi Vert. I'm going to text him that today, and he'll probably get back like a wide eye emoji. Like, what? Like, why? Why are you talking about Lil Uzi Vert? Where's Lil Uzi Vert out of?
He's from Philadelphia.
Okay, there you go.
But he is not like a regular Philly person.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Softer personality, not as rigid.
You could say that. He's his own human being.
Okay.
That's how I describe this guy. He is his own human being.
I'll take it from there. Hey, when we come back, we'll Mizzou and SLU had basketball victories last night. I really don't care who's a better team. I was asked that again yesterday. Is SLU better, Mizzou better? Yeah, it's one of those things we'll never decide this year because they're not going to play each other. I do think both teams are going to be in the tournament now, which is a very good thing. I wish SLU got to play some better competition. Unfortunately, they are a victim of their conference. But that senior in high school son of mine, who's a huge sports fan, also said, Dad, I don't see SLU losing again. I think they're going to go win their tournament, win their division, and go to the NCAA tournament with one loss. I'm like, when you look at their schedule, they're probably going to be favored every single game they play.
True.
And I'm like, and you went and watched Billy. Yeah, we'll talk about him when we come back. We'll take a quick break. Anything else from a St. Louis standpoint that you guys want to talk about? Hey, Noodles and Company are closing up shops too. And I know you like your Noodles and Company as well.
No, it's mid, but
it's mid.
Like everything's closing.
The McDonald's CEO said that there's 3 things that you guys want in your fast food for 2026. I don't know. I'm not doing off my little checklist to make sure that I get this in there. I very seriously doubt that's why people are going to McDonald's and so forth, to get these 3 things into their bodies. Plus, the weather's a lot colder this morning. We'll get into that as well. This is Art City Now. That's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou information station. We are live and on demand at luinfo.com. We'll take a quick break and come back right after this.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
No, it's really getting out of hand, man. It's going way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at luinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition and the best price guarantee in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400-plus five-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. Highest quality, best price. Visit besthot-tub-prices.com today.
luinfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Your luinfo.com news report. One person is dead and another critically injured after a shooting in St. Louis on the West End. Police say it happened just before noon Wednesday in the 1000 block of Hamilton Avenue. Officers found 2 people with gunshot wounds. One victim died at the scene and the other remains in critical condition. Homicide detectives are investigating. A Maplewood man has pleaded guilty to selling illegal machine gun conversion devices through Instagram. Prosecutors say 23-year-old Tenario Darden sold 9 of those devices to an undercover ATF agent. He faces up to 15 years in prison when sentenced in April. The St. Louis Science Center is getting national recognition with several nominations in USA Today's 2026 Reader's Choice Awards. It's up for Best Science Museum, Best Free Museum, and Best Planetarium. Last year, the Science Center ranked #1 in the nation for planetariums. Public voting is now open through Monday, February 9th, with one vote per day in each category. Or the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app. I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. We're looking pretty good today. We'll be in the mid-30s and sunny. And then tonight we have cold front moving through. Could get some snow showers, but not much accumulation. Our low dropping to about 30. We're back to a partly sunny day on Friday and our afternoon high in the mid-50s. Mix of sun and clouds and cooler for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
Today, business moves fast. Don't fall behind your competitors. Contact CTS, Commercial Technology Solutions, today for your voice and data needs, including networking, internet, and video conferencing. We offer 24-hour emergency service with competitive rates and an A+ rating from the BBB. At Commercial Technology Solutions, it's all about service, solutions, and stability. Contact them in Missouri at 314-421-3550, in Illinois at 618-452-3550, and online at ctsphone.com.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu. Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly Egg Rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger Sandwich, the Buffalo Chicken Pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, I'm still making some posts this morning, as you can watch us on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Glad you guys are with us today and every day. Plus, anything else going on from a St. Louis standpoint, let us know what you guys want to talk about. We will get that in here, as we always do. By the way, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. and all the time on our socials, X, Facebook, and YouTube. You can check in on the show, say hi, give us some story ideas. Let us know about interviews that you want to do. We can talk about from that standpoint. Next week, we've got an attorney on, John Wilbers, who is planting money all around St. Louis. He plants money, and then you guys can go and find it. We'll try to go do that, right? We'll hook up. We'll go take some of that cash. We'll find it. We'll do it. We also have a owner of a local marijuana facility, cannabis company. He'll be coming in and joining us to talk about some of the new things that are going on. By the way, I don't know if this is going to happen or not. We'll see what happens in the state, but I can tell you this much. There is a Missouri lawmaker, since I brought up weed, that has rolled out. He's filed a bill. It's it's funny, House Joint Resolution 106, and it's about cannabis. There's my stupid humor for this morning. House Joint Resolution 106 regarding cannabis. If it was passed, adults 21 and older would be allowed to possess, use, and grow marijuana and hemp without any limits imposed by the state on how much they could buy or have at one time. That's pretty significant. The new measure also outright prevents Missouri from listing marijuana or hemp as state-controlled substances. The General Assembly would also face new restrictions on its ability to criminalize activities related to these plants. So the proposal would also restructure Missouri's medical marijuana program. So anyone 18 and up that qualifies for a medical need could get ID cards valid for 5 years, with some options for 10-year or lifetime cards as well. Cards for minors would be given to their parents or guardians. Yeah. I mean, okay, we'll see how that goes. By the way, the changes would also allow lawmakers to authorize self-certification for medical marijuana cards should they choose to do that. It also means that eligible patients could be able to advocate for themselves on their application rather than needing a doctor's recommendation or documentation. So the cannabis industry is still alive and well in the state of Missouri. There are a lot of dollars that go to that, whether you agree with that, whether you participate in it or not. It has been and still is a very solid industry in the state of Missouri. So it is what it is. But I did see that coming out. Also, another headline, Rye, for you before we get back into some of the talk where we were just at. After closing more than 40 restaurants last year, Buddy, Noodles and Company is preparing to close more. Noodles and Company not making it, man.
Man, I've only had Noodles and Co. one time, and it was in college, but it was pretty good mac and cheese. So
They have mac and cheese at Noodles and Company?
yes, they got like some mac and cheese thing.
I'm looking for some of the information. Don't have any specifics necessarily when it comes to the St. Louis area locations. There is one, I believe, right off of Olive. Maybe in the Creve Coeur area. But they are not saying which locations are expected to close yet, but they are closing up those shops, as we went on to say. But they're not going away. They're just closing up some of the ones that they do have. So an additional 30 to 35 restaurants are expected to close in 2026. Not sure if the St. Louis areas will be closed, but they were putting some news out there when it came to those sorts of things that were starting to happen. So it is what it is. Hey, by the way, when it comes to our temperatures today, when you go outside, yeah, it's pretty darn cold. Ryan and I were out there today, much different than yesterday and the day before. It is what it is, people. You deal with it. It's cold. I walked out this morning. I went, hello. It's what you call some of that wake up weather. Feels like it's 12 degrees outside right now in the area. So this is usually in the St. Louis area, by the way, if you didn't know, the coldest week of the year or the coldest 2 weeks. And we had a couple really mild days, which were real nice. And yesterday didn't end up being too bad either. Today, not so much. Tomorrow, yeah, not so much. And it starts to pick up a little tomorrow for Friday, but the next, 5 days after that, you're talking about highs in the 30s. So hope you enjoyed what we had. It could be a whole lot worse. We could have snow, ice, sleet, things of that nature, but we don't. So we're happy. We're certainly happy with what we have from that standpoint. By the way, we were talking about radio and TV and local news and some of those things. I did see this, and we give them a shout out. Former KDHX volunteers launched a community radio station as St. Louis. It's an internet station. They've got some FM plans. This is the community radio St. Louis. It's the CRSTL. It's going to operate from the Lindenwood Park Place building in Lindenwood Park down on Jameson Avenue. Just to kind of, give people an idea, community radio, 24/7 programming, a mobile app being developed. We've got our own app here too. So it's an entity tied to Jeff Scally, who owns the former church. We promote and want to see everybody do well. We really do. DJs formerly with shows on KDHX will appear on CRSTL.com. Let's see. They've got a couple new shows that they were talking about. Some of the DJs that they had. It's we wish them the best. Community radio. It's just different. It's also interesting too. I'll get into it when we get back. on the other side of the break. But I had a conversation last night, right? And I was telling you about another young man who just graduated from a place called Monmouth College up in Northern Illinois.
You said Monmouth?
Yeah, but not Monmouth University, Monmouth College. It's a small Division III school. Like, hey, where's the broadcasting industry going? My son's in video production. Could you talk to him about where to go and what to do? And then he sent me some of his work. And like you, it's like I see what I call young stars in the making, where it's like looking for opportunities in the broadcast industry. I mean, and I'm not trying, and I don't have an axe to grind or anything with anybody. People ask me, well, I want to get into local news. And I'm like, and if you talk to many other people who are in local news, they will tell you the same thing. It's not what it's all cracked up to be. And I think the cat's out of the bag on that. I think you're 22. Did you know that?
I didn't really know about local news. I knew about radio though.
Okay.
Like I knew about radio. And
it's not what it used to be. There's a lot of things in life they're not used to what they used to be because of how social media has changed the game. Netflix, how manned viewing of anything and everything that you want. We'll continue to talk about some of that in the next hour. We're going to have to take a break. We'll get into Mizzou. We'll get into SLU. They both had big wins last night, which was great. AI has predicted your NFL playoffs and your Super Bowl winners. We'll get into that in the next hour as well. You know, there's a lot of AI betting sites out there now with their algorithms. They're promoting that they're doing a good job. We can talk about that as well. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. And it was a quick break, but we went long in our first bag. We'll come back for the second hour of Art City Now right after this. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us today from 8 to 10. We'll be right back after this.
At Commercial Technology Solutions, we are all about solutions. We pledge that our sales staff will listen carefully to your needs and propose a solution customized to your business. Our services and tech support are second to none. When you establish your relationship with Commercial Technology Solutions, you can have confidence that your tech needs are in the hands of St. Louis's best. Contact them in Missouri at 314-421-3550, in Illinois 618-452-3550, and online at ctsphone.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Introducing the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, your new home in the Grand Center Arts District. The Key STL is where the music plays, the game is always on, and the dance floor is open. The Burger Bar features the ultimate smash burger experience with premium pasture-raised local beef and a dozen house-made sauces to top it all off. It's the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, 3225 Olive in Midtown. Before, during, or after any game, this is the spot, St. Louis. Find out more at thekeystl.com.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Daddy is out of the cleaning up dump business.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
Trump, the president had warned Iran the U.S. is looking at options, possibly using the military for intervening in the crackdown of anti-government protests, and stands ready to help. Starting February 1st, President Trump says sanctuary cities will not receive federal funding.
New York City Mayor Mamdani says he's confident in the city's ability to fight threats, while Governor Kathy Hochul's office said the state will work with the government to go after dangerous criminals, but not hardworking families. President Trump says the government won't help anyone that helps sanctuary cities because they do everything possible to protect criminals at the expense of American citizens. I'm Natalie Migliori.
There are calls for calm in Minneapolis after another shooting involving federal law enforcement. The Department of Homeland Security posted a statement on X saying an illegal alien from Venezuela was shot in the leg after he attacked a federal officer. 2 others allegedly involved in the incident were taken into custody. This comes a week after an ICE agent shot and killed 37-year-old Renee Good during an enforcement operation in the city. President Trump apparently has no plans to endorse either Senator John Cornyn or his opponent, Ken Paxton, in the race for one of Texas' 2 seats in the Senate. But experts say if there's a runoff, he may be convinced to try and tip the scales.
Some people may be able to get to Trump and convince him that Paxton being the Republican nominee is a liability and could potentially cost him control of the U.S. Senate.
Rice University professor Mark Jones says Cornyn's one of only 3 sitting Republican senators without a Trump endorsement. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before January 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is January 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with EyeSight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an inter partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Art City Now with Vic Faust.
Boy, those breaks go by fast. They seem like they go by really, really fast.
This whole day is already.
Everything is fast, fast, fast. 2025 was fast. 2026 is fast. Slow down. Where I have my other studio, the lovely woman that works at the front desk said, Vic, slow down. Slow down. You're racing around. She's like, you're always like zipping around, moving around like a top. I said, I know I got a lot going on. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for jumping in with us today. Art City Now. That's producer Ryan, Vic Faust here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. All things St. Louis all the time. Other stories making national headlines, newsmakers throughout the area, other interesting things that you guys want to talk about, topics that come up. Just try to get you up and at it in the mornings here. We don't try to get too serious over the top with certain things. Just try to keep it a little bit lighter in the mornings. Love it when you get involved. Love your morning routines. Turn us on, like, subscribe, share the show, of course. If you're new, you know you can listen on 590, of course, AM, but also X, Facebook, and YouTube. And we're always open for content, always open for story ideas, always open for interesting interviews when it comes to the area and bringing you guys what you want to hear from that standpoint. Yes, it's early in the morning. When we come in, we get you started for the day. It's obviously cold outside. Feels like it's 12 degrees outside. So enjoy it this morning. Yippee-ki-yay. Another interesting topic to this morning, or at least interesting to me. I saw it come out yesterday. And sometimes you see these stories go, will we ever be, as a collective unit in St. Louis, willing to let go of Stan Kroenke? Rye, I talked about you. You're a young 20-something. Could you care less about Stan Kroenke? And you can be honest because of your age.
Okay.
You weren't even born.
I was born when the Rams.
No, when the Rams won a Super Bowl here.
Oh, when was that? 2003?
No, it was 2000.
Oh, yeah. They went to the
99,
yeah. Right?
Yeah, that's your team.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I don't really care about Kroenke. I think he just made a business decision, but on some real, I've done a little digging. St. Louis could have done some better things as well. So,
boy, you are wise beyond your years. You know I'm your biggest promoter. I promote you a ton.
Yeah, you're my guy. But,
because I believe in you and I see your talent.
Yeah, I think St. Louis could have done a lot better in keeping their team, maybe. As you can see, St. Louis.
You just gave me chills because somebody actually said what's true.
Like
in life, it's always easier to blame somebody else. You know that.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. And trust me, I get it. I've been there. We all are a work in progress. None of us are perfect. Yeah, we all have our issues.
There's a reason why we only have 2 sports teams. Well, my bad. City. We do have City. Yeah. And the Battlehawks, but yeah. There's a reason why we have 2 sports teams. Like 2 big time.
At some point in time, it's I don't know. I saw it come out yesterday. I saw it on Fox, and I appreciate the work that they do on their website. But the Rams owner, he's also the Denver Nuggets owner. He's now the largest private landowner in the United States. Not sure if you guys saw that yesterday. That's what you call the dominant real estate force. His name is Stan Kroenke. Stan's now 78 years old, by the way. And yes, he is known for taking the Rams out of St. Louis. And yes, if you really want to get, and it's been beaten by everybody in America, or at least in the St. Louis area, the United States knows Stan Kroenke as the Rams owner. They may not know everything that happened. But yes, the city of St. Louis, and you already know that. You know that as a 22, almost 23-year-old man. Yes, the city of St. Louis did not live up to what it should have done initially. Now, Stan Kroenke could have handled things a whole lot better on his way out the door, too, and been honest about certain things.
How
but
would he not want to go to L.A.?
It made sense from a business standpoint.
Like, come on, man.
I'm frustrated that we don't have an NFL team in St. Louis.
Yeah, it's not wrong to be frustrated.
That had nothing to do with the fans because I love the NFL, even though I know some of those games are scripted and people may laugh at me. They are. They're 100% scripted by betting, especially primetime games. You can't tell me that I'm wrong. Some of those things have happened that show us that what I say is 100% correct. But Stan Kroenke, in his 78 years of wisdom and iconic real estate success, now just bought, and this was very, very controversial too, a 937,000 square acres of land in New Mexico. So he's pushing California's lumber dynasty, the Emerson family, from the top spot. Now, I think one of my old colleagues, Mike Colombo, I think might have went down and done a story on this. Mike, if you're listening, or somebody that knows Mike, let us know. But I think a story on this where they literally pushed them out. So it skyrocketed him from the 4th largest landowner to number 1. And you know guys like that. He knows if he's the largest landowner or not. And when you get older in life, what moves the needle for you? When you're damn near 80, is it the iconic notoriety you get with being called the largest landowner? I mean, what do you get excited about? It's the pride things, because you can't buy the man anything. There's nothing he can't buy. So yeah, that makes him, I guess, get very excited. Now, I know a man who works with Stan and loves him. So there you go.
Yeah, I heard he was a cool dude if you work for him.
By the way, the ranch made for the largest single land purchase in the country since 2011. That was according to New York Times. And then Kroenke's massive new acquisition, just remember, 937,000 square acres. It spans 4 counties, people. It equates to 1.2% of the state altogether. He bought 1.2 of the percent of the state land. So the land acquisition price has not been disclosed, but he now owns roughly 2 million acres of land in North America, and 60 million square feet of commercial space. Let me repeat that for you. If you can actually put this in perspective, 2.7 million acres of land in North America, 60 million square feet of commercial space. Holy freaking moly. By the way, his newly acquired ranch was previously owned by the heirs to the tech company Teledyne. That's Teledyne, if you wanted to check them out. So Stan's a very smart businessman, to say the least. He also made headlines for another massive ranch purchase in 2016 when he purchased the Wagoneer Ranch, which hadn't changed owners since 1849. And he went out and bought it. Almost reminds me of kind of Yellowstone-esque things going on there. He also owns thousands of acres of ranch land in Montana, Wyoming, and Nevada. The outlet also said, the land report, that Kroenke uses his extensive acreage for cattle ranching, hunting, wildlife habitats, and renewable energy. Before the most recent purchase, his ranch holdings reportedly totaled almost $4 billion. And he's also the owner of the St. Louis Rams, which is producer Rye's favorite football team, who are going to get beat by the Chicago Bears on Saturday. Did you see the weather in Chicago yesterday?
It was insane.
Snowy. Can Matthew Stafford throw a football in the snow?
You can throw the football in anything, man. He played in Detroit, baby.
It was a dome.
It doesn't matter. He had to walk.
I covered Stafford.
He had to drive in that snow. It doesn't matter, man. I believe only one quarterback has won a Super Bowl. That's in
Caleb Williams can throw that ball in the cold weather. I'm telling you. With his painted nails and everything, man.
Those painted nails are coming off. He's going to need a new pedicure, and he's going to be crying to his mom again. That's all I'm going to say.
Man, I'm torn in this game. I am.
My roommate's from Chicago, too, and he's coming out here this weekend for my friend's birthday. So my old roommate from college. So
yeah, well, we'll see if Stan makes his way into Chicago for that game. By the way, he's only estimated worth $26.8 billion right now.
Only?
Is that it? $26.8 billion? Yeah. He's got so many things. By the way, his financial ventures, he's also the owner of Arsenal men's and women's soccer clubs in the United Kingdom. He owns several sports teams, the Rams, the Nuggets, the Colorado Avalanche, and the Colorado Rapids. I mean, yeah, he's done extremely well. He married well. He married up. Hey, that's the one thing advice I'll give you. Try to marry up. Level up, marry up.
Oh, yeah, that's the goal. I want to marry like a princess from like another
country. Yeah, of course you
I've been thinking about that since I was like in like 10. I was like, man.
Do it right. Well, my children seem to be doing well, as I told them. Do as I say, not as I do. Or learn from your father's mistakes and actions. That's the way to be the best parent, an example for you. If you choose somebody wrongly to marry, that can greatly affect your life. And it can affect your life for a long time. Now, I still believe in the commitment of marriage. I do. I am in it. I think more people should be serious about it. But at the same point in time, do not get married unless you're 100% you have the right person. Go through counseling, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in, and everybody be like, okay, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure you're compatible in every day, not just one room of the house. Make sure you're compatible in several rooms in the house, or you're going to have problems.
Not just 2 rooms in the house. It can't be the kitchen and the bedroom.
Make sure. So anyway, there are people who still get all riled up about Stan Kroenke. I don't get riled up about him. Am I pissed that the Rams left? Yes. Was I upset when I was a young kid, not understanding what happened with my St. Louis football Cardinals leaving? Yes. My first football games were watching Roy Green, Pat Tilley, Jim Hart, Dan Deerdorf. Loved it. I'm like, I kind of like this football thing. I think I want to go play football, Dad. And then my Cardinals went away. And then we lost the Rams. So yeah, I'm over it. It happened. It's gone. We don't get to celebrate an NFL football team anymore here locally. I mean, I know people talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs are, they're fine, but they're not our own. They're not. You can love the Chiefs, but they're not our St. Louis team, and you know it. It's kind of like the next best thing that we can do. So anyway, this is Art City Now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. That's producer Ryan. I'm Vic Faust. Appreciate you guys jumping in with us. All things St. Louis all the time. Other stories, making headlines, and anything else that you guys want to jump in. X, Facebook, and YouTube is where you can watch us. Once again, that's X, Facebook, and YouTube. You can Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. And by the way, when we finish each day, former Blue Cam Jansen, who was a hit the other night at the Blues induction ceremony for 3 of their players, plus honoring Kelly Chase. So Kelly Chase, or excuse me, we got our Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. They follow us each day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock with the Hot Take Central 2.0 show. And then from 10 to 11 today, our business show with the Co-Found Hers show. And then from 11 to 1, Charlie Toon and the Posse, bringing up the end of our morning programming, taking you into the afternoon. And by the way, for a list of everything else that happens on our network, you can check out luinfo.com. Once again, that is luinfo.com. Hey, last night, Missouri had a big basketball win. I say big because we're trying to find out who Missouri is. And I think we know who they are. They're a good basketball team. They got 2 guys back at break after their drubbing by Illinois by 43 points. And Missouri looks like a new basketball team. They're 3-1 in the SEC, excuse me. And they look good. They actually look good. They missed half their free throws on Saturday to Ole Miss, or they'd be 4-0 in the SEC. And they're not a joke team. They're good. They're good. They're a good team. They're a very good team now. They won last night, 84-74. Grant Salzman asked me yesterday to predict the game last night. Guess what I told him the score would be?
What was it?
86-76 Missouri.
What was the score?
84-74 Missouri.
Okay.
How about that, my friend?
Okay. I see you, Vic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I didn't wager. I waited too late. I was trying to wager at like 5:58, and my thumbs weren't fast enough, and they actually started at 6.
Oh, wow.
It's like, damn, I want to get in because Missouri's going to win this game.
Just wanted to let you know, I've been seeing if you rock with FanDuel, you can bet mid-game or whatever. Like,
oh yeah, you can do that too. You know what else? There's
or whatever.
I've kind of gotten into Kalshi.
Kalshi for real?
Because you can do it during the game.
Yeah.
And you bet the trends up and down, up and down. And if you think you're going to lose and you've already put a bet in, you can get out. And you can get out for less money and lose less money. It's very interesting. There's all kinds of things there. If wagering is for you, great. If it's not, great. Just letting you know that those things are out there.
Yeah, I was just on Kalshi. They got all types of stuff. Next U.S. presidential election.
Oh, yeah, they do. That's what I like it.
Yeah, Stanley Cup champion.
They had one on there.
Political stuff.
A lot of political stuff, too. But they also have tech news and business news. And even if we're sports fans, too, it's good to get out and learn about other things. Learn about life. Learn about the world. Learn about money and investing and so forth. Speaking of investing,
you can bet on but you can bet on Chinese Basketball Association.
You can bet on cricket.
The Shanghai Sharks versus the Guangdong Southern Tigers. I remember when they were saying my
You gonna get
favorite-
into the Chinese basketball now?
Yeah, man, I remember when they were saying my favorite player in the league was going to be playing for the Guangdong Tigers.
Who is that?
My favorite player.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
you
league.
told me about it. He only played 1 year in the NBA.
No. My favorite is still in the NBA. He's a left-handed point guard who plays in the NBA, and he is
What's his name again?
One-time All-Star.
Yeah.
Lefty, went to Ohio State.
Yes, you told me this, and I forgot.
D'Angelo Russell.
That's right.
I don't care what anybody says.
That's
That's
so
my favorite player.
Well, to use your term, mid. He's mid.
I don't care.
And
He
that's
was an
fine. You
all-star.
can love whoever you want.
He was an all-star in Brooklyn. It's all that matters. I don't care.
Speaking of investing, I'm investing in this Missouri basketball team. They're 4 games into the season now, and or into the SEC. They're 3-1 in the conference.
That almost is.
And the SEC, while it isn't last year, it's still a good conference. It is. And they're proving with this, they got 2 new players back at break, that they're a different team. They are a different team. They're deep. They've got size, and now they've got some players. This Jayden Stone is he's legit. And he had 22 points last night. Mark Mitchell had 20 points last night. Mizzou's now 13-4 overall. And this is what's great. Guess what? Mizzou right now is tied for second place in the conference. Actually, they're tied for first in the conference. Arkansas, here, just put it this way. Arkansas is 3-1 in the conference, and they were beat by Auburn, who Missouri just beat last night. Florida's also 3-1. Guess who beat Florida? Missouri. Texas A&M is 3-1. And then you've got, and Texas A&M got beat by Kentucky last night. Guess who beat Kentucky? Missouri. And then Vanderbilt's 3-1. Vanderbilt lost last night to Texas. So Missouri's right there. They're 13-4 overall. And here's the thing I love about this Missouri team. They're 11-0 at home.
Gotta win it.
They've only lost 2 games in 2 years, just over 2 years there at home. It's a home court advantage in Columbia. Like Chaffetz. Chaffetz is a tough place to play. So Missouri they're a legit team, people. I mean, they're back. I mean, I credit Dennis Gates. This team looked like they were nothing after that Illinois game. And then all of a sudden they get 2 new players back, and it's like, oh, we've got a new team. So Missouri on Saturday plays at LSU, 2:30. Dennis Gates has the Tigers rolling right now. Good for them. Congrats from that standpoint. They look like a very, very, very good team. And as for SLU, you knew they were going to dominate Fordham last night, right? I mean, we talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That Fordham team.
every one of their point spreads needs to be like 20 points because that's what they're doing to teams. And you were at the game last night.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? First, why'd you go to the game? What made you want to go to the SLU game last night?
Okay, so I went to the SLU game last night because my videographer, he also interns for a guy who has like media credentials for SLU and stuff. And I also collab with them by running some of their social content, cutting their stuff, clipping it. I talked to some people, and I needed to go there and just make sure that he's like doing the angles right.
Did you stay for the whole game?
Yeah, I stayed for the whole game.
And you're a former hooper.
Yeah, former hooper. And
St. Mary's Pride.
Yeah.
Drake
so,
University, who took out
Southside.
Mizzou last year.
Southside Catholic, baby. Let's go Drake too as well. But yeah, I watched the game, and SLU is a really, really talented team. They're very deep. I think, especially me watching, I've been growing up watching SLU, and I think this is the deepest SLU team that I've ever seen.
That's huge because you don't just throw that stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
mean,
just
I know
throwing it
you.
out there. This SLU team is super deep. Like, it looks like every
The only
time-
thing you don't know is Rams football and the NFL. But
Yeah, sure. I don't really anything like.
sorry, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You were in thought with SLU.
But yeah, this whole team is deep. When I'm seeing like guys come in and just the whole year, it's not anybody that's just leading the team in scoring. They've had 8 different guys lead the team in scoring this year.
In different games. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
No, for the season.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. Like,
Well, you've got
like averages.
well, their leading scorer right now is coming off the bench, Kellen Thames, right?
No, right now he's averaging 9.9. Well, maybe it's up now
In
because
the
of
last
his
4
game,
games.
but last 4 games he's been leading. But
And he's coming off the bench. And if he's willing
And
to
he's
take
on, like,
that role, then credit to Coach Schurz too, because he already knows how to coach offensive basketball. I mean, he did it at Indiana State. He's doing it at SLU. Granted, their conference is not very good. It's not. I'm just honest about all the things. That doesn't mean that SLU isn't a good team. Hell, if you weren't with us early in the show, my son's like, Dad, I don't know who's going to beat SLU this year. Looking down their schedule, he's like, they're going to be like 31-1, win their conference tournament, and go to the NCAA tournament. The latest, I saw they were at a 6 or 7 seed.
Yeah, I could
for the NCAA tournament.
I could see
which would be really damn cool for SLU to get that this year. I'm excited about it. I really am.
I really am.
We've been waiting for it. We got a really good coach here in place. He's got some good players. I love the big dog in the middle, Avila, and they've got some really nice pieces around. And the thing I love about SLU too, and not to get too much into the X's and O's, everybody knows their role. Everybody's efficient. They don't make mistakes. They're disciplined. And they find open shots.
Literally, everybody knows their role. They have 2 shooters, and that Sharma guy and the 6'7" kid that starts. Always Dunlap. If I'm not messing it up. But like both those guys are 2 guys on the wing that can just knock shots down. And you got guys driving in, and Kellen Thames is just a slasher. He's just like a bug of energy. Like he just runs around 6'5". He's guarding the guard. Then he's coming down. He's switching onto the big, and then he's hedging right back to get to the guard. It's like he's a lock.
And his daddy's a friend of mine, Kelly. I love it. We played at Mizzou, St. Louis Star.
Cool coach, too. He's a really good coach.
Yeah, Kellen last night had 16 points, 5 rebounds. Amari McCautry had 12 points with 8 rebounds. Avila had 9 points with 5 rebounds. Didn't need a ton from him. They played for him.
Also had like 5 or 6 assists. I've been watching him.
They use him. And they work out of him.
Because I've been watching him since I was like 18 because he played against Drake.
Oh, that's right.
Conference. So I've been seeing this guy grow, and I'm like, man, his vision is insane. Like the passes he be making, I'm like, I can see that pass, but I didn't think a big would be just doing that. It's like not gonna say yoke, but
no, but we'd love to see our local teams doing well. I mean, man,
I'm not gonna say Jokic, but
I got you.
I can see
not yet,
but like it's that role. He's in that role, kind of.
No, could you see Mizzou and SLU getting into both in the tournament in the same bracket?
I want to see him play first round.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I want to see him play first round. Baby.
I think Missouri's going to end up being better than to get in that matchup with them. I really do. We'll see how this SEC shakes out. But what a terrific matchup, first or second round.
Yeah, I want to see
possibility with Mizzou and SLU. I mean, if Missouri won't schedule it, I'm a Mizzou guy. You guys know that, but I'm upset. I don't care. Well, if we win, we were supposed to win. If we lose, then who cares?
Play the game.
Play the game. Play the game. We knew we were going to get our arses kicked by Illinois, and we did. Oh, yeah.
About Illinois basketball. Like,
yeah,
I'm not. That is a European team over there.
It is a European team.
That's a totally different level of basketball.
They're all from Serbia. No, I'm just.
Their whole team ends with Ijic. They are nice, and they have a Stojakovic kid over there too.
Yep, they do. They do.
Guys are nice over there.
Underwood, their head coach, figured out a recruiting line, and
just throw the bag. Come over here.
You guys are
get this education.
dropping threes all over the place and so forth. So they figured out they got it going on.
Team is just...
No, they do. They're playing well and good for them from that standpoint. I'm just excited right now. What a good year. Here's the thing. We go back a ways here. Cardinals, we know what they did this year. It was very uneventful. It was Then St. Louis City SC did not have a good year. They ended on a good note, got a new coach. There's a lot of excitement with St. Louis City SC heading into this next year, but it was kind of blah. It's like, okay, here we go. The Blues started off the year blah. It's like,
I think they started off worse than blah.
And it's just like, oh my God. Then Mizzou gave us a lot of hype and everything was great. Then they ended the year on a dud. And it's like, damn. And then here we go. SLU basketball dominating. Mizzou looking a lot better.
I'm my bad to cut you off. I think SLU has had the best athletic year out of like all of like.
What do you mean gear?
Like having the best athletic like
unis and things.
The soccer team.
Oh well, you know what? The soccer team took us. Yeah, they took us to the Final Four.
Basketball team's doing well.
It started off well for SLU this year. You're right.
Yes.
be cool if SLU had football.
I've been saying that. Like, if SLU had football, it'd be cool. Because I think they'd recruit in St. Louis. You can get all those guys on the same team. It'd be funny.
Let's get the money there. It's all it takes is money. Money. Yeah. You have enough money, you can go D1. That's and in this day and age, you can buy players. As crazy as it is, that would be cool. Now you get me thinking and wondering, damn, that would be nice. But we've got a Division I football team in this city already. The Lindenwood University, giving a shout out to Lindenwood, Coach Stuttgart. Also, you've got Mizzou in the state from a football standpoint. But basketball, yeah, things are going on as well. And by the way, we don't talk a lot about Illinois, and I probably should, outside of them just beating the hell out of Missouri in the bragging rights game, which they did. But Illinois also last night, I mean, you're talking about a team, they're 5-1 in the Big Ten in basketball, and the Big Ten is better than the SEC in basketball this year.
Yeah, I think they're the second best conference right now.
And they beat Northwestern last night, 79-68. Just being fair to get that out there. The Illini are 14-3 overall. They're 5-1, and they're ranked 13th in the country, and they're very, very good. They just are. They've got a really, really good team. So anyway, we come back, we'll talk more about what's happening throughout the area. We can get more into what you're actually watching, what you're intaking these days, because not as many people are watching national news or local news. Do you even care anymore? Is it all about your reels? Is it TikTok reels? Is it YouTube? Where are you spending your time? Where are you getting any kind of information, content whatsoever? LouInfo.com. We are your Lou information station, live and on demand at LouInfo.com. If you want to call, you can. I mean, people really don't. They jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube, where you can stream us live every day. But if you wanted to call, you can always do that. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust. It's Art City Now. We'll be right back after this break.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. One person is dead and another critically injured after a shooting in St. Louis on the West End. Police say it happened just before noon Wednesday in the walk of Hamilton Avenue. Officers found 2 people with gunshot wounds, one at the scene and the other remains in critical condition. Homicides are investigating. A Maplewood man has pleaded guilty to selling illegal machine gun conversion devices. Instagram. Prosecutors say 23-year-old Tenario Darden sold 9 of those devices to an undercover ATF agent. He faces up to 15 years in prison when sentenced in. The St. Louis Science Center is getting national recognition with several nominations in USA Today's 2026 Reader's Choice Awards. It's up for Best Science Museum, Best Free Museum, and Best Planetarium. Last year, the Science Center ranked number 1 in the nation for planetariums. Public voting is now open through Monday, February 9th, with 1 vote per day in each category. Or the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app. I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We're looking pretty good today. We'll be in the mid-30s and sunny. And then tonight we have cold front moving through. Could get some snow showers, but not much accumulation. Our low dropping to about 30. We're back to a partly sunny day on Friday and our afternoon high in the mid-40s and windy. Mix of sun and clouds and cooler for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
This message is presented on behalf of Del Mar Mortgage. When it comes to buying or refinancing a home, everyone's situation is different, and having the right information can save you real money. Del Mar Mortgage helps you compare options side by side, understand the cost of waiting, and see when refinancing may actually make sense for you. Get your no-obligation quick quote at SavingTheLou.com.
Individuals may have been compensated for this message. For licensing information, visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Del Mar Mortgage, NMLS ID number 30998. Del Mar Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
All right, Cam, be honest. New Year's resolution still holding strong?
Not so much, Kat. But I did decide on one thing that I'm sticking with. Making home life better in 2026.
And that's a good one. And if better includes more fun, more time outside, and less stress, then you need to talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Absolutely. They build backyard escapes, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, the kind of place everyone actually wants to hang out.
And now's the perfect time to plan. Don't wait until summer hits. Start now, get it designed right, and be ready when the warm weather shows up.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors walks you through the whole process, from design to construction, and they do it the right way.
So if your New Year's goal is fewer trips, fewer crowds, and more memories at home, go to SplashSTL.com.
That's SplashSTL.com, and make this year the year your backyard finally wins. That's SplashSTL.com.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Good Thursday morning. It is January 15th. I had to check myself again there. These weeks are going by so damn fast. 2025 was the fastest year ever. You won't find it in the Guinness Book of World Records, but we're convinced 2025 went back faster than anything ever. And 2026, oh my gosh, we're just about halfway through the month already. Arch City Now with you here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust. Glad you guys are with us. We are always taking ideas for stories. Jump in on Facebook, X, and YouTube. We appreciate it when you guys jump in. Thanks to everybody who's there on X. I see a ton of people there this morning as well. Also over on Facebook. Glad you guys are with us. Thank you so much. We get you up Monday through Friday to 8 a.m. All things St. Louis all the time. Other news, making headlines, anything that moves the meter for you. We'd love to give out shout outs as well. If you guys have restaurants, people, charities, you name it, whatever, we try to promote it. Can't promote this freaking cold weather this morning. It feels like it's 13 degrees outside right now, 14 with the wind chill. But there is positive, at least the sun is shining. We've had some really fortunate weather when it comes to St. Louis, if you didn't know it already. This time of year is when we get the coldest temperatures of the year. Last year, the weather was terrible the first week of January. It was terrible. We had ice storms. Weather was freezing cold. This year, so much better. It is cold. You get used to it and you kind of go from it. But Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us from 8 to 10 o'clock every day. Former Blue Cam Jansen and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes follow us today up until 10 o'clock. So we get you up and at it. Keep posted with us. Let us know. Jump in. Whatever is got you going today, shout outs, so forth, those sorts of things. We'd love to promote. And if you want to advertise, just give us a call. Let us know. We'll get that news out there for you as well. I just saw this come down and I was like, oh no. This is what I've been saying. We've been promoting. Well, Rye, I have to get it out there. We also do a post-game Mizzou football show. Myself,
Yes,
Chris Pelican.
Yes, I see it.
Grant Salzman.
Actually, right sometimes.
STLsportcentral.com. We're also on YouTube. I've been very, very, very concerned because Missouri football had their best defense that I've ever seen. I've known Missouri football since 1990, covered it as a player, as a color commentator, broadcaster, fan, you name it, back as a broadcaster now. By far, the best defense I've ever seen in the history of Missouri football. As much as you can compare, now it's all gone. They are literally returning one starter from last year's team. One who starting at the end of the year. So they had to start from scratch. So I was very concerned. The portal for Missouri has been one of those where they've been ranked as high as 24th, and that's it. When I say ranked 24th, meaning the players that they brought in. Now, Eli Drinkwitz has hit very well on portals that he's brought in the past, but they were higher ranked. So we're going to have to wait and see. They brought in guys. They still have about 6-7 positions they got to fill. And I see them filling with a lot of people who don't have necessarily a lot of game experience. Where does that leave the Missouri defense? Well, I'm going to tell you where it leaves it. It's not going to be anywhere near where it was last year. I'm telling you right now. That means their offense is going to have to be a whole lot better. And it will be. And I think that's what they're counting on. But you're going to see different teams. And when you see this kind of come through, then you start to see other publications putting lists together like this, which I just saw, and I'm trying to remember where it came from a college football website. The programs that will have the most that will have the most regress, they'll regress the most in 2026. Number one on the list, Iowa State. They lost their head coach, Matt Campbell, to Penn State, and they had 47 transfers. I mean, they lost a lot. 47 at one point in time. It may be even, more than that. Number two on the list was North Texas. Their quarterback went to Oklahoma State. They have a great receiver that also took off. They have a lot of guys that left and they have not been able to replace. Number three on the list, the Missouri Tigers. And we already know they lost their whole defense, literally almost their entire defense. Offense, they'll be better at, but they have them as the third team on the list that will have the biggest downgrade in 2026. Hopefully Eli Drinkwitz can use that as motivation for his team as they get ready. Number four, the team that beat Missouri in the bowl game, Virginia. They were an all-senior team, and they had a good year, but they have not been able to replace that. Number five on the list, Georgia Tech. 6, TCU. They lost their quarterback, who's now going to be the next quarterback for Kurt Cignetti and Indiana, who's had one of the top portal transfer classes of 2026. Number 7 on the list, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is having a very, very big problem. Now, people want to rip Lane Kiffin, but I'm telling you right now, for all of his quirks and how he is, he built a freaking team. He did. That team was running, and I'm sorry. We'll see what their new coach can do. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Golding's all right.
He's not Lane Kiffin, and he's not going to be Lane Kiffin. We'll see if he can put the team together that Lane put together for him to run out there a few games. So you have that situation going on. They're not expecting Ole Miss to be very good next year. Number 8, Miami, because Miami has a dominant senior-laden team, and they lose a lot, and they just haven't put a lot of people in the portal yet. We'll see how it goes once they play their national championship game on Monday. 9, Oklahoma, and 10, Arizona State.
Oh, yeah, love it.
So, yeah, and others. So there you go from that standpoint, the major downgraded programs. Unfortunately, Missouri, number 3 on that list. Don't like to see that because I saw it coming, at least from their defensive standpoint. I did. And I can't, and I'm telling you right now, I can't disagree with that list. And I can't disagree with Missouri being on the list. Maybe not 3, but definitely on that list for sure.
I have a serious question though. Do you consider college sports like professional? Kind of
Real quick.
Yeah.
You know who predicted these things would happen? My former coach at Mizzou, Larry Smith. And we'll have Corby, his son, on the show at some point here. He recently did a podcast talking about how his dad used to say, hey, you're going to see the conferences break away from the NCAA. You're going to see players get paid. I mean, he saw this coming over 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And he hated it. He didn't like because people wanted to get away from the NCAA. The NCAA put us in this situation. Yes, it's professional now, and we need to recognize it soon. And somebody like Nick Saban or somebody else needs to come in and stop it because, number one, it's not sustainable
at all.
The money that is out there right now. And 2, there's no talk, zero talk of graduating kids anymore. And you can get paid, but it's not lots of people getting paid lots of money all of a sudden where you're set up for the rest of your life. There is little talk, if any talk, about graduating and actually having
A degree.
a skill. And even from that standpoint, a degree and or a skill
Yeah.
to move forward.
This is my question though. If we're considering this like a professional league, what league can you, after the end of the season or even during the season when it's still the playoffs, can you just leave?
You can't. There's no rules.
Like the next year, you can just be like, you know what? I'm
This-
leaving. It's free agency
Well,
every single
well, I hated this when I saw this lawsuit come out of California. I didn't want this to happen because I knew it would get bad. Now I want it to get bad. I want every kid's NIL agreement put out there, just like an NFL player,
Yes.
so the teammates can see. Because when the teammates are starting to find out, for example, there was a report that that Ole Miss NIL agreements were leaked yesterday, and now Ole Miss is about ready to lose one of their best linebackers because he found out what other guys were making. It's so bad. It's so horrible what's happening right now that it needs to get so bad and so horrible that changes happen. It's not sustainable. Yeah, give some people some money, whatever, but not where it's at right now. It's brutal. I hate it for college sports. And it also could hurt the lower sports. When I say lower, I mean the lower level making sports, track, soccer, volleyball in places where you're not going to have as much emphasis put on that for the men and women. And that's not fair either. So yeah, I hate the system. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I think in college, I shouldn't be getting paid more than somebody else just because I make more like money for the boosters and stuff.
Well, yeah. And
I don't think it's fair for another person that worked their butt off to try to get a degree because they know that's all they can get.
well, I mean, here's the thing. Money is money. This is a
Exactly.
business now.
Exactly.
And
Too late.
heck, they're even paying, and I'll have more on this.
High school.
Preferred, you can't just be a walk-on in football now. You have to be asked to come on, and they're paying the preferred walk-ons on football now too.
Everybody got to get something.
Yeah, exactly. Especially as of a dad who's being recruited in those areas, and I'll have some more news on that coming up maybe next week.
Especially like a walk on, they still do the exact same thing. Like,
Well,
they
yeah, but
work their tail off too.
Yeah, but I know, but I mean, it's all about yes, this is a business. You've got to get the money, and it's not sustainable. And donors eventually will back away. They will. They're just there's no good out of it. It's like, oh, makes you feel good. I mean, Mark Cuban's paying Indiana. He's got tons of money to do it. He sits back and he said, I gave a little last year, and now I saw what they did this year. So they did so well. He came back and gave more. But if Indiana has a subpar year where they're not playing for a national championship, he's not giving money. So the whole situation, I just don't. Here's my problem with the whole situation. Who is going to come in and take over, and who's going to listen to them? You have to get all the schools to now break away from the NCAA and listen to one person, unless the NCAA hires one person, and then all those schools and conferences decide to stay and say, yes, we will bow at your throne, Nick Saban, whatever you say, or somebody else like that. And if it's not Nick Saban at this point in time, who are these schools going to respect?
Exactly. And I don't want to sound like that super woke.
And you have
person.
it in basketball too.
Yeah, it's bad in basketball too. No offense, it's bad in
Oh,
basketball.
I want to hear this. You don't want to sound like this super woke person.
I don't want to sound like this super woke person, but this man, the guy that was Colin Kaepernick was saying something like this was going to happen too. Like
I think a lot of people have said it.
He was saying like, this is like, especially me being like, I don't even bring my race up that much, but like me being a black guy. I'm
What?
literally
You're black?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, I didn't know
if you guys
that.
knew that. I'm
You
black.
got dreads?
Yeah, but like I literally it just looks
Damn
like,
you bringing up that you're black. How
it's
dare
like-
you?
It just seems like these guys are just like hamsters on a wheel to some people with this, just throwing money at them, and they've never seen this money in their lives because I get their backgrounds.
Mhm.
So they've probably never seen these money in their life. They're not thinking about getting their education. They're just thinking about getting them quick money so they can go to the club and have chains and stuff, but like not really knowing like
Chains.
Like I'm just saying, like it's just
Well, they're
kinda-
trying to do a better job now.
It looks like they're just hamsters on a wheel to me. I don't like college sports anymore.
It's sad because you're starting to see it. Yeah, it is.
I don't
I
like
mean,
it.
it's like each year a new issue pops up or something. At first was what? We can get new kids, but we're going to have different teams. Oh, you mean teams can change from year to year? Oh, wait a second. You mean this guy was all into us this year and now he takes off just like that?
Oh, this guy played in the NBA for 6 games. He can just come to my team now?
Well, that
Ooh.
could happen in the basketball. Is that and
wow.
the basketball coaches are also like going, they're all like, what? What's going on now? You mean you had somebody who was just playing in the NBA that can come down and play college now, maybe? There's just no rules. Since you brought it up and you asked me the question, it's really bad. They got to figure something out. I think right now, I know it's going to be an interesting offseason, that's for sure. That's for sure. So anyway, that's what happened from a football standpoint with Missouri losing all of the players that they did. And now they have them as the third, the team that's ranked third to regress the most during the 2026 year. Good. Life's about expectations. What did I tell you yesterday, my friend? Under promise and over deliver. Don't ever do it don't ever talk your good game.
Yeah.
Don't ever talk the good game, because then you've really backed yourself into a corner.
Got to pull that Luther Burden, baby.
Yeah. If you weren't with us yesterday, we ran from a podcast show. In high school, Luther got a girl to come watch him play. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm not very good. He's like, I sit the bench, but you can come and watch. So, she's nice. She went and she's like, wait a second. That guy's like the best in the country. He had 5 touchdowns today. Oh, yeah. He's going to Mizzou where he's going to make a few $1 million at Mizzou. Oh, he's got an NFL contract.
Wow.
You made the right choice.
And I don't even want people to think like, I don't even want people to think like I'm hating on guys to make their money. I was always the guy
Not at all.
I'm always was a guy that I'm like, yeah, I think college players should be able to get some type of compensation for their like.
They don't have to make that many changes. There's just some changes that need to be made.
Just make it to where these
Make
guys,
it-
if
I mean-
they're going to get this money, just make it to where they can't just transfer every other
Yeah,
play.
a lot of life is common sense. It really is, and we just crud up things. We make things gray when they don't need to be. There's too many gray things in life as it is. Humans can get in the way and cause problems and issues where we don't need any. We don't need them.
If you're going to promise this guy all this money, you might as well just give him an accountant to make sure the money's straight.
Well, they're trying to teach the kids now how to do it, but it's also difficult as well. The players should get paid something. I'm a former player myself.
Exactly.
You can't really have jobs. I think it was like 90% or over 90% of the kids that were receiving scholarships need some sort of financial help. They do. It's a fact.
That's why they're working their butt off to get the scholarship.
And that's why, and that's not just quote minorities, that those are other kids as well. So I don't want you to go there with that. So it's not you, but just people in general. So yeah, there's money, you're making money, but make it easy. You sign a contract, you honor your contract. It's pretty cut and dry. You want to try to get this much money and go compare it. Okay, well, you make the rules like they are in the NFL. It's pretty simple because they're employees. They are now employees. And it's just a shame that the schooling has been put on the side.
And literally, that's how I feel. And I think, like, one thing that can make the transfer portal work, especially from these mid-major things, if you're going to sign to stay on to a school for 4 years, you stay those 4 years. But if you come in and you want to bet on yourself, right, don't sign for those 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
And you get more money, and you get more money to do. That's how it works in real life. Signing bonuses, and people have had signing bonuses in life and contracts. And when you get a signing bonus, if you leave before a certain date, you give said signing bonus back. It's pretty simple. It's responsible. Keep common logic. The problem right now is you had a lot of agents jump in here. They pushed it. I'm going to get mine while I can, and so forth. And then we're left with what we have. But that's kind of where we're going from that standpoint. And like, as we always talk, you just got to find your way. Find your way with it when it comes to the portal and so forth. Wanted to obviously give again Mizzou basketball last night before we get out of here today. Mizzou basketball beat Auburn last night by 10, which was good. Got a 13-4 team now, 3-1, tied for first place in the SEC after 4 games. If you would have asked Missouri basketball fans if they would take this or predict this after the 42-43 point beatdown by Illinois, you would have said, yes, there's no way it's happening. They had 2 new players come back. Stone had 22 last night. He's one of them that helps Missouri look like a different team. Dennis Gates told us, I need my healthy team back. He got Pierce back. He got Stone back. And now Missouri all of a sudden looks like a tournament team and a contender. I said it, a contender for the SEC right now. Unbelievable. And, of course, the SLU Billikens continue to roll along. They are the dominant team of their conference. They'll be favored in every game they play. I don't see them not being a favorite when you at least look from what they've done right now. They're deep. They play great offense, and they just have a really good thing going, especially with Kellen Thames coming off the bench, being the spark plug for that basketball team too. They've got a really, really good team. Both those teams get back to action on Saturday as well. So congrats to them. By the way, we'll do it tomorrow. I didn't get in. I wasn't able to get to the AI picking the NFL games this weekend. So we'll do that tomorrow. And figure that all out to make sure everybody's caught up from that standpoint. So as always, we appreciate you guys jumping in with us all the time. Sports, news, water cooler talk, entertainment, it doesn't matter. We love it when you guys jump in as well. You can always watch us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Like, subscribe, share the show. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods as well. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. They're coming up next. As always, stay positive. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Arch City Now at 6 a.m. For producer Ryan, I'm Vic Faust. Have a great day.